Coming up, a huge decision is going to be made, and quite frankly, I really don't know what to do. Guys, we played half a season with Swansea. An injury put us out for the rest of the season, and now we're at a point in our career where we can stay with Swansea at a club that's probably going to be towards the bottom of the table, or we can try to move to a bigger club where we could be competing for the Champions League to win the league title, a bunch of other things. Guys, I'm really just doing a lot of thinking. I don't know what to do, and a decision is gonna need to be made very, very soon. But before we make that decision, there were a few things to handle in the offseason. And before we get into talking about the offseason, let's talk about this right here. The winners of the Premier League were somehow Manchester United, as you saw by the graphic that was on the screen. But we're gonna take a look at the table right here where it shows Tottenham finishing first, both teams on 77 points, both teams with 32 goal differential, and then Spurs ended up winning with 63 goals for, I think that is. Honestly, I don't know how Spurs ended up losing because it said Manchester United won, but in this table, Spurs win. Guys, I don't know how in the heck this finished the way it did, but like I said, it showed Manchester United won, and then it showed Spurs at the top of the table. So I was just super confused. I don't know. Let me know who actually ended up winning the league there, guys, because that's crazy. They were tied on points and tied on goal differential. Before we get into the offseason, let's take a look at the squad report and some of our stats as we head into the next season, which is going to be coming up very soon. 79 overall for us. We're still 20 years of age. 84 sprint speed right there. 79 acceleration. Just a few stats right here I'm naming. You guys can check all those stats out for yourself, and we're still yet to be an 80 rated striker. So if we do decide to leave Swansea, let's hope we actually get some good teams offering for us, because again, we're only a 79 overall, guys. Isn't that high rated? I don't expect too big of clubs to go out and try to sign us. Even though Spurs may not have won the Premier League, as you guys saw, they did end up winning the Champions League, and then the player of the competition for the Champions League was Griezmann right there, as you guys can see. So pretty crazy season there in the Premier League and then also in the Champions League. Even though we might not be returning to Swansea, guys, we're still going in to a quick training session right here, and yeah, we may not ever play for them again, but we're just trying to bring our overall rating up, guys. We really want to get to an 80 overall before the offseason begins. We're not going to hit it, guys, but we're just going to get a few of those stats up by simulating 5 of these training drills. Again, I really wish we were an 80 overall because we'd probably get a bunch better offers. But again, we're still undecided on whether we're going to leave or stay at Swansea. But into the offseason we go. Before we made that decision, I decided to go out and have a little fun here, guys. In my offseason, during my break. I mean, why not? I know I had a lot of free time during that last injury in the last episode, but we have even more free time here, guys, and we're spending it well. I got to take advantage of moments like this because once the season starts, it's just nonstop work, nonstop practice. Again, you got to have a little fun with it, guys, and that is exactly what we are going to be doing right here. Some roller coasters, swimming here in these beautiful oceans, beautiful beaches, just having some fun. And when we do, or if we do end up leaving, it's kind of, again, we're kind of unsure where we're going to go. Do we want to stay in the Premier League? Do we maybe want to move to another league, maybe in France, Italy? Maybe we go to Spain. Probably not going to get offers from Barcelona or Real Madrid, but maybe some smaller teams in Spain, some mid-level teams in Spain. I think the main team I would want to go to if an offer was sent to us by them would probably be a team maybe like AC Milan, maybe Marseille, Lyon, one of those not mid-level teams. They're very good. You'll see them all in the Champions League, but a team like AC Milan I feel like would be so much fun to play for, try to bring them back to glory and win the Serie A. Maybe we go to League One, win League One with perhaps Lyon, Marseille. I don't know. Those are just a few teams that kind of interest me, but it really does suck because once you're in the Premier League, it feels like you just get offers from Premier League clubs. Guys, if you missed it in the last episode, as we move forward, the World Cup is taking place this summer. Unfortunately, we weren't invited to play with our home country of England. Very, very saddened by that, but we did go to Russia to watch a few games here, guys, in the World Cup and watch some teams play in the competition. And we were just in the stands amongst the fans. No one really recognized me at all, and we had ourselves a little bit of fun in the World Cup, and we're going to show you guys how things finished in this World Cup. You won't believe who won it. It is Italy. They beat Belgium on penalties in the final, and there are all the teams that were in the competition right there. The semifinals consisted of England, who did lose to Italy, and then Spain ended up losing to Belgium right there. Other teams in it, England ended up beating France. Italy beat Brazil right there. Kind of shocking. Yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel about Italy winning the 2018 World Cup? Kind of don't know how I feel about that. Congratulations to them though, guys. And after this World Cup was over, the offseason was basically over, and now it's time to decide. So guys, it is now time to decide what we're going to be doing. Will we be staying here in Swansea in Wales to compete for perhaps a Premier League title? It may be unrealistic for us, guys. What we're going for is a mid-table finish once again, and I don't know how I feel about that. I want to be playing for a club who's going to be contending for a championship, a league championship, the Champions League, all of that stuff. I really don't want to be fighting against a relegation for a whole season. That just doesn't sound fun. So again, doing a ton of thinking, guys, on what we are going to do with this. Although I love my teammates here at Swansea, I love playing for the club. I had a good season last year when I was fit and on the pitch. It's really up to me to decide what I want to do. We headed in to the office, guys, and it was time. We asked you all in the last episode what you guys wanted us to do. Do we end up leaving Swansea and joining hopefully a bigger club if a bigger club offers for us? Or do we maybe stay in Swansea for another season, or maybe just half a season, see how things go, get our overall up, and then move to a huge club once we get our rating up to perhaps like an 82 or 83 overall? We had a few phone calls first to talk to a lot of people. I needed help on making this decision, and finally it came down to this right here, guys. We have decided, with your help, that we are going to be putting in a transfer request. Yes, guys, this is potentially our last season with Swansea. It was a good season when we were fit, but it's time to say goodbye, move on to bigger and better things. After putting in that transfer request, guys, we now have a problem. I expected a bunch of offers to be coming in, not from huge clubs, but mid-level clubs, decent teams, and so far, we only have one offer. And it comes from a good team in Valencia from Spain, but it's our only offer. Again, I thought teams like AC Milan, Lyon, Marseille, I mean, heck, maybe even mid-level teams in the Premier League, some better clubs than Swansea. No offense to any Swansea fans out there. We were just on our phone day and night, constantly just talking with people about if other teams would potentially be interested in signing me, and they just weren't. Valencia is our only option, and frankly, I don't know how I feel about that. A team that probably has a chance to compete for one of those top 4 spots in Spain. I think it would be fun to play for Valencia, but I don't know if that's the route I want to go. It's now time for you guys to make another important decision, and this is one I want you guys to think about. Don't just answer right away. Do we move to Valencia, which is a team that might not be interesting for most of you guys, or we're probably going to end up staying for an entire season? Or do we stay at Swansea for maybe just half a season, get our overall up, and then move to a huge club. Guys, I want y'all to think about this. What do we do? Your vote in the top right-hand corner is going to determine this right here. Do we wait till January to move and stay with Swansea for the time being, or do we make this move to Valencia right now? Vote in the top right-hand corner, guys. Your feedback is appreciated. I want this to be the best career mode, and I want you guys to enjoy this career mode. So if you're going to enjoy watching us play for Valencia, vote for that. Or if you want us to wait for a bigger club, vote the option to wait till January. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, 1,000 likes. The next episode will be up as soon as possible. We'll see you guys then. Peace.